The problem, the scandal of Nadine Zahawi chunders on, and it's almost impossible to turn on the wireless, to turn on the television, and not to hear this nonsense going on and on of people trying to defend the indefensible. In this particular case, it's Chris Philp, a Conservative minister who has been wheeled out to interview after interview, looking more and more uncomfortable as he tries to defend Nadine Zahawi and says, well, we don't know all the facts. Well, actually, we know a great deal. Only one person knows the facts. Yes, and that one person is the person in question, and he should be coming forward and telling us what the facts are if he really wants to stay in the job, if he wants to command trust. But he doesn't want to command trust. He just seems to want to take the pay packet. It is extraordinary oversight and arrogance and, frankly, greed. What is he offering? What can he offer at the moment? Because it's normally the job of the Conservative Party chairman to do the rounds of these sort of firefighting interviews. Now he's got somebody else to do the firefighting for him. In Nick Ferrari, BBC Breakfast, Good Morning Britain, Today, CNN Live, Sky, and the issue at heart is really what the word careless means. And the Today programme very kindly made it clear. Careless in HMRC speak means a failure to take care, means negligence. So we have had a Chancellor of the Exchequer, a person in charge of our finances across the country, who has literally been negligent. And Caroline Noakes is a backbench MP who has made it very clear what she thinks.
I thought that Nadine should stand aside whilst this investigation is carrying on. And there are great precedents of ministers who have been competent, hardworking, and Nadine is certainly a very talented politician. But maybe he should temporarily recuse himself until this investigation is over.
There we are. There we have it from one backbench MP who is breaking ranks while the ethics advisor, Laurie Magnus, tries to square the triangle, where one side of the triangle was saying, one side of the triangle that square the circle, one side of this square that Mr. Zahawi has got himself into, said, as he pointed out, he had no problem with his taxes, and the other side says, well, actually, he's been careless with his taxes. Then there's another side which says he's paid his taxes, and another side that raises all these question marks. Now, the fact that there's one set of question marks being raised over Nadine Zahawi is bad enough. The fact that there's another set of question marks being raised over the current chairman of the BBC, who points out today, to clarify the issue which was raised by John Nicholson in the House of Commons yesterday, the cousin was the cousin of the Prime Minister, a distant cousin of the Prime Minister, who Mr. Sharp had dinner with Boris Johnson while he was being considered to be chairman of the BBC, and that he had in fact advised this cousin that any form of support that he were to give to the Prime Minister should be transparent and should go through the proper process and through the proper route, because although a member of the family, Mr. Johnson was also Prime Minister. That seems very good advice, but it's all so dirty. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether it's correct or incorrect. What matters is the impression is of squalor. Now, is there a way for Rishi Sunak and the present government to turn that round and to get out optics which are not in need of cleaning? Who knows?